Got him in group as a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going.
Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
Akron scored 31 unanswered points to take down Eastern Michigan 31-6 in the MAC opener. It's the second straight win for the Zips. Kyle Pohl threw for a career-high 327 yards and 2 touchdowns. Terry Bowden was thrilled with the way the Zips responded after a slow start.
I'm obviously very pleased with a victory against our opening conference game, homecoming game, a game after a big win where all the comments and concerns are, can you get your guys mentally focused after a big win on the road against Pitt? I thought we came out lethargic. We came out slow, I think we came out ready to play, but it didn't equate to the kind of play we needed. We let a long drive on defense, let them score, and offensively we just couldn't get going. And there's some lessons to be learned there. The game is football's a game of emotion, and you've got to come out and play with extreme emotion, and you got to go and you got to play every snap. Now, it is a game of 150 plays, not one. And we talked about that. If Eastern Michigan, you got to give them credit for a good first half of play. They remind us a lot when we first started my first year here. And the best thing we did was play good first halves before people just had too much for us. We came back after that first half and did what we had to do to win the game. Real pleased with our football team. No turnovers is a huge factor for us. We've said all along, if we can go into a season and not turn the ball over, we've done 3 games, I think, without a turnover of our 4 games, or maybe 4 out of our 5. Well, no, we had 1 against Pittsburgh. We're going to have a chance to win football games. So defense gave up 6 points on the opening drive, nothing after that. Offensively, we really put it together, especially in the third quarter, a little bit at the end of the second quarter, and iced that game. So real proud of the football team. We'll enjoy it. Then we'll get ready for our second game in the conference against Miami. I mean, every game builds on momentum. Every game builds up. The Pitt game only made this one bigger. This one only makes Miami bigger. You know, when you start, you don't want to think down the road. All we're going to think is one game ahead. Miami, can we get that game? And it's very important because if you start saying, okay, we got 7 conference games left. Can you win these 3? Can you mix those 4 in? Can you do all this? And no, you better win the next one. Because that's the one you got to go for. So we're going to savor this one, but it ought to give you some momentum and understand that. And we got after it in practice this week. We decided that there was no way we could live off of last week's laurels and not practice. We can't. We have to practice hard, and we're still early in the season. We don't need, sometimes late in the season, you got to just kind of get through the practices when you're in their 10th and 11th games. Right now, we still got we still got to work hard, and not so much get well, but work hard each week to prepare for the next game. Absolutely, our players. Tank's birthday would have been this past week during the week, and we had some pictures of him. But no, I think Tank was instrumental in getting some donations involved to get those uniforms, and they're good-looking uniforms. I'd hate to come out here and not win those yet babies first time we got them, but they're good-looking uniforms, and we're not going to change our colors, but y'all know what's going on around the country with uniforms and how we're so far. Heck, black is not today's black is gray, and gray is now camouflage. We're about 3 colors behind, but we do have black, and our players like it. And I'm so glad we could play well, and we think about Tank often, and in the future, I would imagine it's more about recruiting and just what players enjoy doing today, more than it is about winning and losing. But you got black jerseys that can go with white pants. You got blue jerseys that can go with black. You can mix match a little bit. Maybe we'll have some fun with it. Football's still got to be fun.
Connor Hunley added 61 yards in his first rushing touchdown in 2 years, and the defense forced 4 turnovers. Akron is 3-2 through 5 games. Last season, it took the Zips 10 games to get to the 3-win mark. The Zips are back in action next Saturday against Miami and look to move to 2-0 in MAC play. Reporting from InfoStation Stadium, I'm David Sunto for GoZips.com.